disclaimer, this podcast is just our opinions and facts gathered on the internet, and we do not wish to offend or cause any harm. Quick apologies for mistakes we make in this podcast, whether it's saying the wrong thing, getting our facts wrong, or our bad pronunciation of names or cities, etc. We also do not have the correct equipment yet, and we are calling over FaceTime overseas. Therefore, excuse our sound quality, and we hope you enjoy today's episode.
Hello and welcome. This is Alex Taylor.
And this is Cara Moore, and you're listening to Alex and Cara's A Gen Z Convo. Today, we will be discussing QAnon after we give you a 5-minute rundown of the past week's world news. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you. So this week, a fund to aid a Missouri man who spent more than 42 weeks in prison for triple murder he did not commit has raised $1.5 million. Kevin Strickland, 62, was released from prison on Tuesday. Since his imprisonment at the age of 18, he has maintained his innocence, and it was the state's longest wrongful incarceration yet, according to Missouri law. According to Missouri law, he is not entitled to any sort of financial compensation, which is extremely unfair for all the pain he went through. And as a result, his attorneys established a GoFundMe page to assist him with his living expenses. And it has hit over $1,511,440 as of Sunday 16 GMT. And after 15,487 days in state custody, a court ordered Mr. Strickland's immediate release on Tuesday. I'm really, really glad about this news because he had the most unfair time ever.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm really glad that he's getting some sort of compensation getting out of this, but it's still 42 years of his life taken away.
And I don't know. I don't like Missouri right now.
I don't think you can.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you should blame an entire state for.
No, I definitely can't.
But I understand what you mean. That prosecution was very wrong.
Yeah, I feel like overall something has to be done to the American criminal justice system because of everything unfair going on.
It's crap.
Yeah, that.
To put it bluntly.
And next, according to a recent report by Human Rights Watch, more than 100 former Afghan security forces have been killed by the Taliban or have mysteriously disappeared. Furthermore, according to the rights group, Taliban's promise of amnesty have not stopped local commanders from targeting former soldiers and police. Moreover, the Human Rights Watch also accused the government of condoning the deliberate killings. Next, as an active volcano erupted for the second time in months, and residents on the Indonesian island of Java have been fleeing a massive plume of ash. Thankfully, there have been no reported casualties so far. And that's really good news, again. Police say the parents of a teen suspected of a deadly school shooting, James and Jennifer Crumbly, were apprehended hours after fleeing the scene. After being charged with involuntary manslaughter, the pair failed to appear in court on Friday. They are accused of ignoring warning signs that led to the Oxford shooting, and prosecutors claim that Ethan Crumbly, 15, used his father's gun to kill 4 classmates and injure 7 others in Oxford, Michigan. A teacher said that she spotted him looking for ammunition online the day before the shooting, which prompted a meeting with school officials. That is really, really disturbing. And after Mrs. Crumbly was informed, she contacted her son, learning of the situation, saying, quote unquote, LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught.
What?
I know.
The mom said that?
It's disturbing, and she should be charged. The parents should be charged.
One, it's super disturbing that she was like, you have to learn to not be caught. But it's also super disturbing that she used LOL.
Yeah. LOL. Capitals, by the way.
Continue.
Capital LOLs. Anyways, teachers discovered a note on the morning of the shooting, which included many drawings of weapons and bloodied people, as well as phrases like, quote, the thoughts won't stop, help me, quote, and, quote, blood everywhere, quote. Um, they are two phrases that come to, and I mean, these phrases are so disturbing that their parents were prompted to be called. Like, obviously, it was so
Well,
disturbing.
their parents barely did anything.
Well, again, they did nothing. And the boy's parents did not want him to be taken out of school that day. And they didn't question him about the gun or inspect the backpack he took to school. And Mrs. Crumbly texted her son at 1:22 p.m. the next day saying, quote, Ethan, don't do it. Quote, like,
So she knew what was going to happen, and that was the best she could do. Ethan, don't do it.
I know, I'm so sorry of the chaos. And
This is going to be a chaotic episode. It's fine. We love a little bit of chaos.
according to the prosecutor, her husband called police minutes later to report his gun missing. So that's basically all he did. And
Oh my god.
this is absolutely terrifying, and it killed 4 students.
That's just traumatizing. Like, I mean, maybe they should have looked into his, like, home life, because there's obviously all those, like, problems that, might happen at home. That's why you're caused to do things and such. But, like, they did inform the parents, and that was the best.
No, I think the school really did try a lot, because they, like, informed the parents. They told them about everything, and they even suggested that he get counseling, which...
Yeah, I was going to say about counseling.
No, they did everything, but the parents were the ones who ignored it and, like, encouraged that troubling behavior, and something really needed to be done. And I would really...
Are the parents going to get prosecuted?
Yeah, they are. And I would
Okay.
I would like to mention the victims' names and just pay some respect to them. Or should I not? I feel like I shouldn't.
Maybe not. If you want to find out, then I'm sure you can go online.
But... Yeah, I just don't feel like. Anyways, they were very brave. Okay. Anyways, according to U.S. media reports, intelligence officials believe an invasion could begin as early 2022. It comes as Ukraine claims Russia has increased its military presence along the border, acquiring around 94,000 troops. That's a lot.
That's very
terrifying. Yep.
Oh no.
So moving on, the Supreme Court of the United States appears to be leaning towards upholding a Mississippi law that prohibits abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy, even in situations of rape or incest. And during the case's hearing on Wednesday, conservative judges signaled that the law will be backed by a majority of the court, and millions of women may lose access to abortion if the law passes.
Mississippi now as well? Are you joking? We just did the Texas law last.
No, I think it's like the whole country.
Oh my god! I thought we were getting somewhere. I thought like people were starting to like get their head
I'm really
out of there.
not sure, but it's really terrifying. Like, it could affect the whole country and stuff.
Oh my god.
But a good thing is LGBTQ conversion therapy has been banned in Canada. So.
Oh, thank God.
Something good this week. With the free man, the man who was freed. That was also good, but this one's also good.
Fantastic.
Well, again, bad news. After fatally shooting, well, this one's kind of good, but it was really sad. After fatally shooting a man in a motorized wheelchair while reacting to a reported stealing, a U.S. police officer was fired. I don't think firing was enough. During that incident, Tucson police officer Ryan Remington fired 9 bullets at 61-year-old Richard Lee Richards. I really don't get it. Like, honestly, 9 bullets is a lot. You just need one if they were about to pull a weapon on you or about to harm you, but a man in a motorized wheelchair.
Yeah, it's called being trigger happy. I
Yeah.
believe is the phrase. I could be wrong, but I think it's that.
And firing is not enough. It was so intentional.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion. I don't know much about it, but that's it. Moving on, Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite and the late Jeffrey Epstein's wife, is being held on trial this week. Really, God, I really hope she is guilty of everything she's done.
We've been watching the documentaries.
We hate her.
Yeah, oh my god, disgusting. Yeah, I think you actually showed me this documentary. What's it called? Filthy Rich on Netflix about Jeffrey Epstein. You need to watch that. Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting. She's accused of assisting Epstein in grooming underage girls. She did that. And she has pled not guilty to all of the counts, which date back to 1994.
Are you joking? How do we even plead not guilty after all the evidence is stacked so high?
I don't know. Well, she's really rich, so she gets good lawyers and
She
stuff.
got money off of like sexual harassment against young girls.
Well, yeah, I completely disagree with it, but it's just what it is. Like, the criminal justice system isn't fair. But yeah. I'm pretty sure she won't win it. Well, let's just have some hope. She will not win it. I just want her to be guilty and go to jail for a long time.
Well, we know she is guilty. We're just hoping that the rest of the world also agrees.
Yeah, legally. Well, anyways, a World War II bomb exploded on a railway construction site in Munich, Germany, injuring 4 individuals, and one of them was critically injured. In the northern Nigerian state of Kano, a boat carrying more than 50 people capsized, and following the tragedy on Tuesday evening, police claim 20 bodies have been recovered and 7 people have been rescued. And a large number of the victims were students.
Our condolences.
That's it for today's news. And it's your topic today, Kara, and I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited for today's topic. And so I'm just going to pass it over to you, Kara. Just get right into it.
Yeah, so I think I speak for both of us when I say we're not an American citizen, right? But as someone who is not an American citizen, I think that watching Trump supporters and finding and seeing their newfound interest and hobbies every couple months, it's kind of like watching a car crash. It's horrifically terrifying, but you just can't seem to look away, even if God tried to super glue your eyes shut. So that's kind of what this topic has kind of been like for me when doing research. And that topic is QAnon. And to spell that, I actually didn't know how to spell this until we did research. It's capital Q, capital ANON. Do you actually know anything about QAnon, Alex? You were actually the one who suggested this to me. So, I'll put you back on the spot since you always do that for me.
Okay, yeah, sure. Also, yeah, the Trump supporter thing, I completely agree. Like, the Capitol thing that they did too, like, honestly, I really, really don't get their logic, and I'm really glad I don't, because I feel like they don't have any sort of brain cells at this point. Like, it's fine.
Their internal thinking.
Yeah, I just don't get it sometimes. It's fine. We all have different opinions, and I agree in having different opinions, and it's important to celebrate them. Anyways, QAnon is an online cult, I believe. I think it is, and there's a lot of murder cases and like criminal cases connected with it, just because people believe in it so much that they're like really fanatical, and they do different terrifying acts. I've heard of this one. Have you heard of the Mexico one, where this man killed his children in Mexico, left their
What?
bodies there, came back. Because he believed that his children were half serpent.
Oh my god, this is like Riverdale on a whole new level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did realize that you actually find out today that QAnon, originally, the only places that I've ever seen QAnon is like during like Jordan Klepper videos where he'll be like, oh yeah, and there'll like be signs in the back, and I didn't realize the reach that it had. And you were right there. It actually does kind of reach like a worldwide thing. So we're just gonna get into the definition because we love our definitions.
We do.
So QAnon refers to a collection of online conspiracy theories that I can't read this word that erroneously claims the world is ruled by a gang of Satan worshipping pedophiles.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually went through multiple websites to make sure that I got the correct definition, and this was the definition that all of them had, which I didn't even. I was shocked.
It was a cult.
Yeah, it is a cult, but
Okay.
apparently people who come up with conspiracy theories now it's called a cult.
Well,
yeah,
I think it's like something that kind of hooks you in because you dive into it and you think it gives you some sort of self-worth because you like break these codes and stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so smart, like I broke this code, I love this cult. And that's basically how you get into it, I think.
That's you literally describing Swifties.
Okay,
but Swifties are miles better than this.
Yeah, we're more entertaining.
Yeah. So top Democrats such as President Joseph R. Biden Jr., Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and George Soros are believed to be part of the cabal, as are numbers of entertainers and Hollywood celebrities such as Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, and Ellen DeGeneres, as well as religious figures such as Pope Francis and Dalai Lama. Many of them also think that in addition to molesting youngsters, members of the society murder and devour their victims in order to extract an adrenochrome-like substance that prolongs life.
Wow, so smart.
Yeah, because we love killing young people to extend our own life.
Oh, apparently, like, I heard this theory, and it was from, like, a 60-minute episode, I think. Well, don't quote me on that, because I don't remember. Anyways, I think they thought that children were being carried around in, like, furniture stores and, like, different cabinets and stuff.
Oh my god, what?
That's how they believed children were being trafficked.
In furniture?
Yep.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're just gonna move on from that because that's horrific, even if it's true, even if it isn't. Yeah. So, former President Donald J. Trump, not Jr., was allegedly recruited by senior military generals to run for president in 2016 in order to dismantle this criminal conspiracy and bring its members to justice, according to QAnon legend, because they have legends now. According to the hypotheses, many of these cable members will be captured shortly and others will be executed. Many other conspiracy theories organizations have absorbed elements of QAnon, including accusations concerning the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the existence of UFOs, and the 9/11 truther movement. Is truther even a word?
I don't know. What is a truther? Well, that kind of reminds me of, like, social. Truth social.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's a little suspicious.
Wait, the 9/11 truther movement? Isn't that like... I know that one.
What is it?
It's where they believe 9/11 was an inside job, I think.
Didn't they think the Capitol was an inside job? They'd be like, yeah, no, the Capitol wasn't Trump supporters. It was like the CIA and the FBI. because obviously the CIA and FBI have that much time on their hands to just going around to fake break into the Capitol just for, status in social media. Because, they have just that much time on their hands.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. Jesus.
They're so bored out of their minds that they don't solve the cold cases that exist, and they don't tackle big problems around the world, but they just go on and march into the Capitol.
Yeah, they put on their. Yeah, that's all they do in their spare time. Because QAnon is continually growing and adding new features and claims, QAnon Anonymous, a podcast about the QAnon movement, refers to it as a big tent conspiracy theory. The existence of a worldwide pedophile cable, on the other hand, is a central premise of QAnon, and one that most, if not all, of its followers believe. We should actually see if this podcast exists.
Yeah, I think they're a much better podcaster than we are.
You know what? They have a bigger following than us.
Okay, yeah. That might be the truth. It's okay. Truth hurts.
Truth does hurt.
That's a song by Lizzo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, great song. Lizzo's amazing.
I love her. Oh, she also likes Chris Evans. Like you do.
Oh my god, I found my match made in heaven.
You guys can be besties now. I'll just leave. But I love her too.
Share him. No, I probably would. With Lizzo, I'd share anything.
She's amazing.
Iconic. Okay, we're getting off topic. We apologize. How did we go from QAnon to Lizzo?
I think we're just amazing people who make amazing connections. I mean, we might not know, but they might make a theory about Lizzo. Who knows?
Did we just predict the future?
Maybe. We can start our own online cult. Conspiracy theories with Alex and Kara.
There you go.
Should we call it?
Alright, back to the topic.
Okay, fine.
We'll get off track later.
Yeah.
There's plenty more. So QAnon has also become a stronghold of support for the baseless belief that Mr. Trump's election was stolen since the 2020 election. Yeah. Some QAnon members think that he is still the legitimate president. See, I'm even struggling to say the word. Legitimate president, while others have reluctantly accepted the fact that he is not. Thank God for those people.
Yeah, at least some of the members have some sort of common sense, but yeah.
But still, oh my god, I remember this scene in this part of the video where Jordan Klepper was talking about how he was asking the Trump supporters, and they were saying, oh yeah, Donald Trump is obviously still the president, and he's like, okay, so then why are you at his presidential election? And he's like, because he's still president, we gotta support him. And he's like, oh yeah, we gotta support, make sure that Trump gets elected for president. And they're like, yeah, Trump is still president. For the love of God.
It's hilarious though. They're kind of stupid sometimes.
No common sense whatsoever. I wouldn't at least have the decency to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, well, okay, I just think that you should, if you were gonna support something, you have to support it fully. No, if you don't, they just pick certain parts of it that they like and they support it, but they don't agree. If they don't agree with some bits, they're like, oh no, it's fake. Never mind. They change their minds so quickly. They're like, oh, it was democracy that made Donald Trump president, so it's not democracy that made Biden president, It's
exactly. And the whole oh yeah, Obama isn't from America, and the whole oh yeah, we need to have someone credible to and be there and be like, okay, so his mom was there at his birth, and be like, no, she's not reliable. And then be like, then why do you trust Donald Trump? If Donald Trump's mother was there, would you trust them? And then she's like, yeah, I would. It's what?
I know, they just pick things and their evidence doesn't make sense.
They have no evidence.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did QAnon all start? An anonymous account calling itself Q Clearance Patriot posted on 4chan, that's the letter 4, CHAN, the infamously toxic discussion board in October 2017. This poster, who went under the name Q, claimed to be a high-ranking government inside with confidential information concerning President Trump's assault against the worldwide conspiracy. Q predicted that the fight would soon come to a head in the storm, quote unquote, when Mr. Trump will finally uncover the cable, punish its members for their crimes, and restore America to its former glory. So I guess that's where the Make America Great Again motto came from, Q.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. It sounds like it though, right?
Yeah. I love this. I love this cult. I mean, I love talking about it. It's interesting.
It's crazy that people believe that stuff.
Yeah. It's really strange. It's really, really strange.
Okay, I mean, Oprah Winfrey and Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, pedophiles?
You need a lot of evidence for that.
Yeah, you need a shit ton of precedent.
You can't just throw someone with that charge without any evidence, because you don't know what kind of impact it can create on that.
You can't throw every single Democrat that you don't like under the bus like that.
Yeah. Okay, I don't like this one. They're a pedophile now.
Yeah, you're part of Q. So, there's another QAnon legend here I'm about to tell you about. So, according to QAnon legend, President Trump was covertly working with special counsel Robert Mueller to bring down the deep state and to storm a sort of judgment day in which the wicked are punished and the loyal are redeemed. Why would they be redeemed? What did they do? If you're loyal, then you shouldn't. What? Okay, whatever. This legend is already off.
Oh, yeah.
You can't being redeemed. Literally has a definition of being almost forgiven for a sin that you've done. If you're loyal, then you haven't committed a sin. Whatever. Q has consistently stated that the storm would strike in the near future, even stating that certain people will be jailed on certain dates.
Okay. I just can't trust you, QAnon. It's not you, it's me.
I'm sorry. Just
It's not you, it's me.
Oh my god, this reminded me of that thing where everyone's put Hillary in jail. Oh yeah, because people think that Hillary is part of this group.
Really?
Yeah, the list.
I thought they didn't like her. This is really confusing to me.
No, they think that the people President Biden and Hillary and Barack Obama, any Democrat is part of they're categorizing them as molesting youngsters, members of the society, and and they're trying to fight against this evil force of people.
Yeah, I really, really don't get you guys. QAnon, it's really, really not you. It's just my trust issues.
I mean, this has been going on since 2017.
I really don't get this. How can someone believe in this? I get people falling for normal cults because they want a sense of belonging, and they want a sense of they might have gone through something horrible, but this conspiracy theory, which is not even subtle, it's extremely extreme, and it's just unbelievable. How I just really don't get it. Without any evidence too, it's kind of
evidence is I guess you don't really need evidence if you have
believe in it.
Mr. Trump, saving you from grace.
Yeah.
Evidence when you've got truth.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, who is actually, just literally like on the topic right now, who is an actual QAnon believer? It's far more a varied bunch than you would actually think. The movement's early supporters were mostly Trump supporters, shocking, on the far right, but by 2020 it had spread to include health-conscious yoga mothers, anti-lockdown libertins, and even evangelical Christians. Unlike expectations of extremist movements, QAnon does not appear to be controlled mostly by young males or persons in financial distress. People with less prestigious background, as well as Harvard graduates and Wall Street CEOs, believe in it. QAnon has also gained a global following with conspiracy theorists as far right extremists blocking to a nation like the United Kingdom. I almost said UK Kingdom, United Kingdom, Germany, and Japan. So it's like everywhere. This shit is everywhere.
So everyone believes in it. Like, a lot of people believe in this shit.
Yoga moms believe in it.
Okay, no, but that's kind of expected. Like, that's a Karen, you know?
Oh god.
I was thinking UK.
UK, I mean, what, like, I mean, if it's on the internet, it's on the internet, right?
Yeah, okay. Well, no judgment, but there's a lot of judgment.
There's so much judgment. But like we said, I think we said this in our COVID conspiracy as well. Like, conspiracies is something that we enjoy talking about, but if it's like conspiracy that's going to like hurt and harm people, especially young children, then like that's not okay.
I think conspiracies are like fun. Like you said, it's extremely fun. Like, we love discussing these all the time. It's like interesting to see
Yes.
how other people think things and how like theories are made and like the evidence and stuff. And it's a fun story to tell. It's extremely fun, but I feel like every conspiracy has its like harms and stuff. Like how everything has the good and the bad. Conspiracies also do come with the bad, and it can really harm someone's life.
Exactly. Oh my god, that's so true. Like, conspiracy theories is like, especially things about like Satan and stuff. Like, have you heard the conspiracy about the monster drink?
What? Huh?
The monster.
No, I
Did
feel
you
like
know?
I'm very, very sheltered at this moment. Like, I don't know anything. Please
The
tell me.
monster conspiracy, where they're like the drink, where they're like, oh yeah, the monster isn't an M, it's 666, the devil's number, and then like the Christian cross in the O, because it, I don't know. Yeah, and it'd be like if you turn it upside down when you shake it, then it becomes an upside down, what is it called? Oh my god, I completely forgot. I don't want to offend anyone by getting it wrong. So we're just, yeah, and it was like if it's upside down, then it's like bad and stuff. Like, people come up with like crazy things, but at least that had evidence. Like, that conspiracy at least had some sort of evidence. This
And it doesn't harm much. It doesn't harm much people.
I mean, it's a
harm
drink.
many people. Like, it's a drink. It's not a person. It might like harm the income that the company makes, but I'm sure that the company is extremely successful. So I really can't see any harm in that, or much of it, anyways. These ones that we're discussing, come with a lot of harm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I should have done more research on the actual like cases, because I didn't realize that there was actual like cases like people actually did things for this.
No, honestly, I might just explore this more next episode.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say maybe we should continue this like.
yeah, I'll cover that next
part
week.
2.
I'll do the crime bits.
Yeah, let's do part 2 of this.
Part 2. This is interesting. No,
Yeah.
now everything's turning a little bit creepy. I feel like it's taking a bit of a turn. Yeah. I feel like we're moving into like another era.
Oh my god, yeah, like very like misty, that's not a word. Misty London. Like,
it gives me reputation.
Very reputation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for it, but I feel like we might have to back down before we get too far.
Yeah. Might get a little violent next topic, so just just in case.
We'll definitely give you a disclaimer and warnings and stuff because we don't want to
cause any more harm.
Yeah. Well, it was really, really fun, this topic. Now we're moving on to the fun end, which is going to be even more fun. No, it can never be that fun. But this one's really funny. Officials claim an Italian man who wanted a COVID vaccination certificate but didn't want to get the vaccine showed up for his vaccination with a fake arm. A fake arm.
Sorry, I was on mute. Wow.
Yeah, a fake arm.
What did he expect? For people to be like,
what is that? You know?
Can be like, here, you can just waste this vaccination on this arm. Why did he even? Oh, he probably wanted the certification.
Because a lot of things are like closed and like you get a lot of benefits for being vaccinated.
Yeah.
Well, I'm vaccinated, so.
Same. I got 2 doses. Actually, the second dose wasn't as bad. I only got a little bit of a headache, and that was it.
I got
it bad.
I got it bad. Like I had to miss 2 days. I was in bed for 2 days, and it was really, really bad for me because I had like a headache and a fever, and I was like dying. I couldn't walk. I was so tired.
You couldn't walk?
No, because I was like really tired and I had a really bad headache. I was like, I can't move.
Oh wow! Well, I'm glad you feel better.
Yeah.
I took a Tylenol, and that was as far as it got.
Oh, I took a Tylenol too. I took multiple. I took a lot.
Oh my god! I don't take that many pills.
Well, neither do I. Just special occasion. Well, anyways, the man in his 50s arrived for his vaccination with a silicone mold covering his real arm in the hopes of going undiscovered.
Oh wow!
How would you expect someone not to notice?
What was going on through his mind at the moment? He'll just be like,
there's a TikTok sound? Like, what is going on inside their head?
That's exactly it. I don't know what a TikTok sound is, but that's exactly it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but the nurses, on the other hand, was not duped, and the man has now been reported to the police for fraud.
Oh, for fraud?
Yeah. Obviously, it's a fraud.
That's fraud? Wait, I could be wrong about this.
I think so.
Okay, I guess. But like a fake arm? Oh, okay, I see. Because he was asking for the certificate.
Yeah. Okay. And he tried like bribing and stuff, I think. Well, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but he tried to convince the nurses to not report him.
What? With his fake arm?
Yep.
Are you into my fake arm? Don't report me.
Don't report me.
Do it for the fake arm.
I know you love it.
I know you love it. Well, there you go. That's
it. Oh, we're done with today. Today was slightly short. Was it?
It's very chaotic, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been very busy, but we've enjoyed it. I look forward to this.
Yeah, I really like doing this. It's really fun, and we get to catch up because we don't normally get to talk about it because we're both really, really busy. And somehow we still make the time to do it because it's really, really fun. Also, I think we're on Apple Podcasts now. I signed us up.
Yes! Go listen on Apple Podcasts, you guys.
And give us a review.
Yeah, review us. I would love to know what you guys think about us.
Hopefully something good, but...
Yes, also, the biggest apologies for not keeping updated on our social medias. I am doing that right after this recording.
And I'll post it maybe like a day or two after because I cannot post any. Oh, also, we're really, really sorry for missing multiple episodes and filming them in like one go. We've both been very busy avoiding each other because we really hate each other, and also
we don't like talking to each other. That's why
that's the reason, and also tests, but they're like not
the main reason is
the main reason is that.
Okay.
And nothing else. We just hate each other.
We don't enjoy talking to each other. Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, thank you guys so much. And go check us out on our website, on our Instagram at a Gen Z podcast. And we're also on YouTube, by the way. So you can go there too. Yeah.
The link is on Instagram?
No.
On our website.
Well, it's on our website, and you can
website.
just search it up, and we'll come up. Hopefully. After like the millions of edits of like Supergirl. We'll be like there after the millions of edits of Supergirl and Alex from the show.
Oh my god, yeah!
We'll be there like at the bottom after the edits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for like the super frantic episodes and they're all posted at like the same time or within like a couple of days, but you know, maybe make it a marathon.
Yeah, make it a marathon. It's kind of like a mini catch up, you know. It's a long time no see kind of thing. It's like seeing your friend in a very long time, and you're like, "Oh, hi."
We're not friends. We're not friends. We don't like each other.
Never mind. Just ignore that. Well, thank you so much for listening today. Always yours, Alex and Cara.
See you next week. Bye. Bye.